I want to preface this before we get started that I'm just your very average gamer. I play games more than the average person, and games like Souls-likes are so difficult for me that I never play them. And trust me, I've tried. Hollow Knight is wonderful, and I got a good way through the game, but I just can't beat it while feeling joy. That's exactly the opposite with Mina the Hollower. I think that if you're interested in Mina the Hollower and what's stopping you is hearing people say, "It's hard," don't listen to them. I was excited for a rodent game in this cute pixel style by one of my favorite indie companies, since I absolutely adore the Shovel Knight series. Seeing them come out with a new IP in over a decade made me triple want their game. And I'm not gonna lie, when people were playing it before me and I heard it was hard, I was like, oh no. But, because I wanted to try it, but I didn't know if it was too hard for my baby poo-poo brain to handle. But it's not hard at all. What I love about Mina the Hollower is that while it is difficult at first, it's really easy to learn from. The game loves to give the player clues and cues and solutions that make you play around and realize, hey, I can do this, and it'll solve this or unlock a new area. And a lot of the time, I would accidentally do something and backtrack like, wait, I burrow under the purple bounce plants and make them move anywhere? I feel a sense of joy figuring stuff out and constantly excitedly talking to my partner about it as if they weren't also playing the game. Though, to be fair, we went different routes, which is another feature I like about the game. The fact that it's not so linear. Usually open world games distract me from the main objective, in which it takes me longer to accomplish the story if I'm running around doing silly side quests or staring at hot fish people. With Mina the Hollower, while you can explore as much as you want, the game is compact enough where rather than going to random towns for the thrill of it, you're also mainly doing the main objective, fixing a generator. The game doesn't give you a tutorial. It thrusts you in, but you absorb and learn by using previous game knowledge. The first level, before you get to the Kingdom of Ossex, is the tutorial, but it doesn't feel like one. I'm super tired of long tutorials in my games, and I guess I ask for it since I play JRPGs sometimes, but I think game companies should know that we aren't all IGN game reviewers. A lot of games in the past didn't have a tutorial and we figured it out. I'm not looking at you, Zelda 1. Mina the Hollower scratches a part of my brain I didn't realize I was lacking. It makes me think. I don't get frustrated while playing. If I think something is a challenge, there's so many save points, or I can backtrack and look at old areas and discover new ways I didn't think of before now that I learned a new mechanic for them. Sure, sometimes there's a rough part that I have to force my way through, like, no way did I just die and have to do that all over again, but it's not a frustration that lasts long like previous games. With the inclusion of sidearms to help you find your path and preferred playstyle, it makes the game more interesting. I don't feel overwhelmed by the amount of trinkets and sidearms I nab because the game sort of points out which is the best to use in the area with the candles. When I was first playing, I swore my life on the gyro dagger, which was the way to go for a sidearm, until I realized it wasn't so useful in other areas, or didn't uncover things that I needed. The characters in the world are so fun! Everywhere you go, you bump into inhabitants of the world, and it just feels so fleshed out. There's so many side quests and silly dialogues to read as well, and sometimes hints on where to go. It'd be a shame to play this game and skip over civilians who might point out a solution for a future trinket. The only guy you should avoid is the pink guy in Ossex. He stole so much from me in the beginning. I no shot. I'm too poor right now, please. It's only fitting that I talk about music now. The soundtrack is perfect. It perfectly gives me the sense of an old-style Nintendo game. I feel like there isn't much to say because Yacht Club just knows the sort of feel they have. The game's vibes itself capture the perfect sort of dark aesthetic without being, dark. The color pops. And of course some areas like the graveyard have purples and blues, but how did they manage to make the sandy area so blood-coated but still cute? It's madness. It's madness with a hint of majestic. God, this game is so good. I started writing this around the release day of Mina, and so far, I'm still getting through it. I only play a bit at a time with my schedule, but it's always so fun when I go back in. It's one of those games where you immediately fall back into playing, especially when the weather is nice and rainy with a nice cup of beverage by your side. Safe to say, this will be my summertime game for now, until I beat it and go on to a certain RPG I have my hands on. Thank you for getting to the end of my video. Is Mina the Hollower a game you're getting through right now? Or is it on your radar and you're doing some research on it first? My only advice, if you're saving your money, is to definitely add this to your game library as a fall-time game to fully immerse yourself in seasonal whimsy. Comment below your thoughts as well so I can read them. Thank you to all of my lovely tiny community and future tinies, and I'll see you guys in the next video.